Kill.
Judge, I can't explain how disappointed I am in you right now. Like, I had that last ray of hope. Like, yeah, we're on some Sanji vibes right now. I had that last ray of hope. Like, damn, bro, I even dedicated a whole video to you stepping up and redeeming yourself. And you start crying. Like, this nigga talked the talk. He acted like Mr. Big Shot in front of his son Sanji, who he's neglected all of these years, who, by the way, has stared death in the face many times over and has never once broken down like this. Yet you're there fucking bawling your eyes out, begging for mercy. Like, I trusted you. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, fam. Like, rest in peace. Your time is up. Stop wasting pages in our chapter. Fuck, man, like, we've got better things to do. So round of applause to the other members of Big Mom's crew. Like, it's good to see them stepping up and actually doing something. Daifuku and Oven look dope. Like, I can't even lie about that. And Daifuku's devil fruit is so unique. Like, I've never actually seen anything like this in the story so far. So I'm glad to see we've got more unique devil fruits like that on the way. And I find it so savage how they just dismissed Pudding. Like, nah, B, your time's done, you had your chance. And it kind of makes you wonder what fate awaits her after this whole situation. Like, she probably won't be welcomed back into the crew after such a fuck up, or will she? Because she is Big Mom's favorite after all. Plus, her third eye is extremely important to Big Mom, so maybe she'll keep Pudding around just to keep the third eye. But we got Sanji over here pulling string, trying to break Pudding down to her core and get the true person out of her. Like, she was all going on about how this is her true self, she's deceived countless people like this, and Sanji's just like, are you sure you're not deceiving yourself? Like, yo, this guy's really trying to convert her. And I do sense some sort of change of heart coming from Pudding. A lot of people don't like the idea, but I've been saying that she'll end up being a good guy from the start, so this just feeds into my ego, so there's no complaints from me at all. But yeah, the main thing about this chapter for me has to be the fact that the plan isn't working right now. It's been 3 seconds already and Big Mom hasn't screamed yet, so yeah, that's a problem. And in my last One Piece video, I suggested that something along these lines might happen. Like, I suggested that she's so preoccupied with other things that she doesn't actually notice the picture gets destroyed. But what's happening here is slightly different. Like, she has noticed the picture, but she's so pissed off that she literally doesn't know what to think. Like, she's literally overloaded with anger to the point where she can't even flip out. It kind of reminds me of how Luffy, when Ace died, right? Like, he was so upset that he just broke down to the point where he couldn't do anything. And I feel like that's kind of what Big Mom is going through now, except you replace the depression with anger. That's how I see this. But yeah, what Capone and everyone else basically concluded from this was that they need to show her the picture again, just so that she knows that this isn't a dream. You're not just gonna wake up from this. Like, this shit's going down, get mad. And judging by Katakumi's pale complexion, Capone thinks that something big is gonna go down in the next chapter. I think Capone's assuming that their plan is finally gonna work, but I feel like something different is gonna happen entirely. Like, for Katakuri to be that scared, I feel like Big Mom is gonna reach a whole new level of anger. Like, could you imagine if one of her kids were trying to calm her down, right? So they're like, hey mama, just open the tomato barcode box, like, that will cheer you up. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea, mate. Yeah, I can't wait for next chapter. Like, I'm waiting to see what goes down. I'm screaming Pudding for Nakama. I'm screaming death to Judge. I'm screaming an 8 out of 10 this chapter. Like, it was a good chapter. I'm hella disappointed in terms of Judge, but everyone else I'm proud of. Like, you got Jinbei using Haki. Well, it looks like he was using Haki anyway. You got Big Mom's people showing devil fruits with some serious potential. You got Brook being MVP as always, being all smart and snippy with Big Mom, and then Capone with those final words to Katakuri. You may have the power to see the future, but we all have the power to change it. Like, that was dope. But let me know in the comments how trash Judge is. Like, he's literally just praying for everyone to turn around and be like, oh, it's just a prank, bro, it's just a prank. But that ain't happening. So yeah, let me know how trash Judge is. Like the video if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already for more One Piece content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. One.